Hey up! Today I'm doing another episode from the WHARNCLIFFE Trail Series based on the art print that you can hang on your wall from trailmaps.co.uk. This one is going to be tough. Is it the hardest trail on the trail map? Probably, yeah. There are other trails that aren't on the trail map, so if you're riding WHARNCLIFFE, when you see this one and you recognise it, you might think differently. But look what's on trail map, because this definitely is probably the steepest and the roughest track, and you've got to be fully committed to get down it. And it makes me nervous every time I go down. I'm always relieved when I get to the bottom. It never seems to change, but it's a good one, and it's definitely ramping things up based on the sequence that I've been doing for the trails. So let me know what you think. But it's made me think about GoPro settings as well. So if anybody else films trails like this and uses a GoPro, which is quite common, what settings do you use? I've kind of learned as I've gone with the first ones. If you look back to episode 1, episode 2, they don't quite, I did revisit episode 2, so it's probably better settings, but they don't quite look as good as they've gone on, because the angle was set at linear or wide. There's no stabilization on. I did actually think the GoPro 6 stabilization wasn't good enough to use and it too glitchy, but I've realized using a super view setting at 1080p and 120 frames per second with the stabilization on looks pretty good. Looks to me probably more or less as decent as the GoPro 9s. When I first saw footage of the GoPro 9, I thought, oh, I really need to upgrade it. But after I've realized what settings I needed, I'm actually thinking, do you know what, it looks pretty decent. So let me know what you think to that. Let me know what you think to this trail if you're familiar with it. Like I said, I'm relieved when I get to the bottom. So let me know how I've done. I know one thing's for sure, it's going to be a rough ride. Stay tuned.
Whew, what? Hey, hope.
Hey up, welcome to the channel. Today I'm riding with Bradders.
Hey, up.
And this is Dog's Bollocks. Ready when you are. Try and stay nice and close for this one. Gets a bit steep further down. A bit nervous about this one. Oh. Sound. Keep it straight. A bit slippery. Oh. Feel front wheel going. Oh, can I make it? Oh, yes. Just. Oh. Stop me dead. Oh. That were even harder. Alright, I stopped dead. Shit, man, shit, man. Oh. Sound, got that out of the way. Oh. Really come off pedal. Keep it tight on these. Few slippy routes. Oh! Bit off camera that. Okay, now. First bit of mud I've seen for a while. Oh, nice and steady. Oh. Vertical on that way. Oh, thank God for that. Nice one. Whew. Jeez, man. Dog's bollocks. Bradders showing off his ultimate technical skills on that. He would usually go a lot faster than he did. We've said a couple of times, I mentioned about GoPro settings before I did this run, and how, using a bit of an excuse here, why people are pulling away from me, but the GoPro settings do look more stretched out, so things look further away than they are. But what I'm doing is riding and talking, and I do find that sometimes I'm lagging behind a little bit and you don't get to see the full view of the rider in front. So we had a little chat and he said he's going to kind of really take it steady and keep mindful of where I were, so that he can stay short, nice and close on his tyre. And he like did that no problem so that I could keep up in certain places, but the skill of going down some of those drops so slowly was actually, you know, you think there's more skill in going faster. On some of that, I felt like there were a lot of skill in going slower. It's steep, about a third of the way down where I kind of stopped dead. Track standing, elbow on tree a little bit. I think I only went down that with camera on because I wanted to get a good run. Otherwise, I'd have got off. It would just like, that you don't want to be hitting them too slow, really. Although I've proved to myself that I could get down them. They're just like such a weird angle, and it's steep as hell anyway. It's super tight, really thin, and it's a proper tester, that one. If you're starting in Wharncliffe, if you're following this series, don't start with Dog's Bollocks, for God's sake. Start with Pub Run, maybe do some easier ones. XC Descent isn't mega easy, to be fair, but it's still a little bit more tame compared to that, but it gives you a bit of a taster for some of the off-camber stuff. So yeah, relieved to get down. Good one to work up to, and I think Bradders is pretty responsible for getting me down it a few times, so nice one for that, pal. If you want to follow the Wharncliffe Trail series for the trails that are left or any future content that's coming, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell. If you think that one were decent, like, share, comment, and I'll see you next time. Nice one.